Aquí está, so déjame. Let me send you the link. Okay. Let's go. Hacía falta. Te voy a enviar el link por Telegram, ¿ok?
¿El link de dónde?
De este stream.
Sí, pero yo no estoy aquí ya conectado. Ah, el link, ya.
Estamos en vivo. Lo que pasa es que no se ha conectado nadie. Pero estamos en vivo.
Very good.
We're live.
Let's switch go. This now. Let's go.
There it is, Roger. There it is. Send you the link. Let's get it everywhere. Let's go.
Okay, take a look.
If you're here with us, just help us share the stream. It's been a while. I'm happy to be back. Happy to hang out with you guys. And I got Mr. Roger with me tonight.
Mr. Collazo Gaming, how are you, my friend?
We're
happy to be here with you, man.
We're having fun. It's always amazing when I text Roger and said, "Hey Roger, you available for today?" And he's go like, "Yeah, let's do it right now." You know what I mean? I'm getting used to it.
Now I am not on my crypto club right now, you know, where I have all my monitors behind and we'll do all my trading. I'm actually on my main office right now, which I don't have the lighting. The light is not the best, but we're here.
We're here. That's what matters. So let's get this started. Let's go. I'm trying to share it. I'm having trouble sharing this. Let me do it on the phone. It's a lot easier. A lot easier on the phone. And we're going to be talking today about the LaunchPad. We might talk about a little bit here and there about other stuff, but we're going to focus today about talking about the Klee.Games LaunchPad. Okay, so we got Roger, he knows a lot about it. He's going to explain everything about the LaunchPad so you guys can understand what's going on, what they're working on, what it's going to do, how it's going to benefit the investors. Okay, we're going to talk about all that tonight. So let me keep sharing this, Mr. Roger. Let me keep sharing this.
Very good, my friend. I am actually, we have the Telegram chat open. I mean, the audio conversation.
Yeah, and, the voice chat.
Do you don't hear it double, right?
I don't know if anybody here can tell us if you can hear us double. That would be great. We will appreciate it if you can let us know. Okay. All right. Let me add here. Let me tag the Mara. Charles. Mr. Charles Barr.
We should share on Twitter.
So yeah, we're going to be talking about the LaunchPad today. This is episode 2. Remember, guys, I told you in the last video I wanted to do a short series about Klee.Games / Klee Enterprises, okay? And I want to talk about everything that they're working on, but I want to take the time to take one thing at a time. You know what I mean? I don't want to bum you guys with all of it in a 40-minute video. No, let's talk today about the LaunchPad. Last week, we talk about the web page, the brand new web page, the guys, and everything that's coming. And in the next video, we can talk about the DAO or the sponsorship, which that's a good one. I can't wait to talk about the sponsorship. I think that's a big one. I think there's a lot of people that are going to love that one, Roger. A lot of people.
I agree. And I'm going to go to Twitter right now and try to retweet. I think we're going to have to probably end the Telegram thing because of the fact with the audio. I'm kind of
okay. Just end it. Yeah, no problem.
Just to make sure we don't get too much noise in the background.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let me go ahead and end this. and then we'll just stay with the Telegram. I mean, with the YouTube. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Let me see. So let me copy this and bring it to Twitter.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We haven't done this in a while, so it's kind of weird. It feels weird. We haven't done a live in a while, but I love it. I can feel it.
Here
We're
we
back.
go.
All right, let me see. Let me share it. We need the crew. Where's the crew at? We need the crew helping us share.
Let's go back here to Twitter.
We want everybody here. We want to hear what Roger's got to say about the LaunchPad. Maybe we'll get some breaking news. Who knows, huh? Nobody knows.
A little bit
Not
of
even
everything.
me.
Sweet collazo.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Roger, we'll just start talking about it and let the people come in.
Yeah, let me just finish this retweet here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I already dropped it in the Telegram chat. We gotta figure out how to bring that energy back to the Klee community, because they're sleeping. They're sleeping, Roger. We gotta wake them up.
Yeah, I agree with you, but somehow we need to understand too the way the market conditions right now.
Yeah,
It's hard for everyone. I mean, there's a lot of people right now that are pretty much in red in crypto.
yeah. I think 90%.
There's not many people in the greens. And also, on the other hand, we have all this economy thing happening around the world. You have inflation to the roof. They just raised the interest this last week, 0.75%. Then you have the war in Ukraine, and just what happened today with this visit in Taiwan.
Yeah, Pelosi visiting Taiwan. I hear you.
China, it's not happy about that. And
that's a dangerous move right there. I gotta say, that's a dangerous
I don't really
move.
agree to what they did, because I mean, it's been 25 years since someone from the U.S. went to Taiwan. So why do it now? I mean,
it's not the right time.
We have enough problems, right? Why do you want to peace China?
Yeah, it feels like
dealing with the war in Ukraine. Yeah, we already dealing with high interest. We're dealing with a lot of stuff. So why do you want to create another situation right now? We don't need that right now.
I hear you. It feels like pushing it.
Do it, that's fine. I mean, but it's not the time to do it. You gotta make sure when you make decisions, you gotta make the right decisions at the right moment.
I agree.
But
I agree.
On the other hand, I mean, what can you expect? I mean, the guy is the president of the United States. He should be retired already. That's the way I see it. I don't think he's making the best decisions for the country.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he's making any decisions to tell you the truth.
It is what it is. We're dealing with it. So hopefully China is not going to react, because if they do, that might be the beginning of a big problem, right?
Yeah, a big and long problem.
And we don't need
take. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. No. We got too much going on right now. The economy, the United States is not ready for a war right now. It's not.
Let's remember we never experienced a war with the U.S. with a superpower.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be realistic. I mean, the China and Russia, they're friends. I mean, and then you have the North Korea as well. So if those guys get together with Iran,
Iran too.
I mean, we have allies too. We have a lot of allies, but we don't need that crap right now.
No. We're too weak right now. United States, it sucks, but we're too weak.
Let's just be nice to each other, and then enjoy our cultures, enjoy life, and that's it.
That's
But
all. That all matter.
unfortunately, we don't make those decisions, so we're stuck with it.
Yeah. So we got to deal with it. I hear you. All right, Mr. Roger. Let's talk about the Klee.Games slash Klee Enterprises Launchpad. I'm excited about it. As you guys know, I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer my entire life. So a launchpad that brings you all these games that you can just go in, choose whatever you want to play, and start playing and earning. That makes sense to me. That makes me happy. That makes me excited. So Roger, what can you tell about it? Tell us first. Whose idea was that?
Well, it was like a combination of everyone, Marcos and myself and Paul, and I actually kind of brought it to the table a little bit more serious because I do have a lot of experience in the last, I mean, year and a half. A year and a half in crypto is a lot of experience. You know, crypto is
Yeah.
something new, and so I was actually involved, not as a developer or as a team of a project, but which it was a project that it's a launch pad, and this launch pad, when it came out, it was very successful. I mean, talking about price action, it went from half a cent to $5.
Oh my lord.
That's 1,000x
1,000x.
within 18 months. Okay.
Wow. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yes, and I'm not going to mention names because there's
Hmm.
no need for it. If someone asks, I'll be more than happy to. I mean, most people know anyways. But the reason why that happened, okay, people might ask, well, how did it happen? Well, a few things. The right time, number one, because at the moment, crypto was going into the bull run, or it was,
Mhm.
Bitcoin was already at, from it went from 3,500, 10,000 was, I remember, I think it was about 10,000 Bitcoin when this project came out. So
Wow.
it was a good sentiment because we were already coming back from 3,500. So that was a good timing when they launched. Now, but the most valuable thing that they had was the requirements to be part of the launchpad or to
Yeah.
participate in a pre-sale. Let me just rephrase. Because one thing is the launch of a project and the requirements for the project, to be launched.
Yeah.
And then, part of those requirements are, well, first of all, you want to make sure the project's legit. You want to make sure it goes through screening so your investors doesn't get scammed.
Hmm.
Now, it doesn't mean they're all going to make money because nothing is guaranteed. Let's just let's just face it. If for some reason the project doesn't do well, then price action has nothing to do one thing to another.
Yeah.
But the company itself that has the launchpad has to make sure these projects that are going to be launching, they have certain requirements. And, like we mentioned, legit, public team, in tokenomics, white paper, website, uh, and everything that a good project needs, right?
Yeah.
So that's to be approved to be part of the launchpad. Now, the similarities with Klee.Games, it's we are going to be a launchpad, but orientated to the play to earn and NFTs.
Which I love.
Okay, and that's something you got to keep in mind. I know we've been talking a lot about launchpad for games, but remember the NFTs, it's is becoming part of the industry, of the ecosystem of play to earn. There's a lot of games that are connected with the NFTs. So
Yeah. I agree.
so we're going to be able to launch gaming projects that are new and they want to, find investment. And that's what a launchpad is. A launchpad, the project comes out of the launchpad with the idea of capitalizing the idea. So you're bringing an idea to the investors. You're telling them this is what we're trying to do. This is our goal. This is our roadmap. This is our team. This is our tokenomics. And if you are convinced as an investor, then you decide if you want to invest or not, right? Now, any new project that is coming out for the first time needs to connect to investors, okay? Now, a launchpad orientated to play to earn and NFTs has a community that identify with the industry.
Yeah.
You're a gamer. A lot of people that are in the community, they play games already.
They are gamers, a lot of them.
And what attracts those investors into Klee Kai at the beginning, it was, games, right? So if I am a developer of a project, and this goes to anyone out there listening to us in the future when they see this video again.
Yes, sir.
That is interested in launching a video game with play to earn possibilities or NFT, come to us, because you want to bring your product to those that like gaming and play to earn.
Exactly. That makes a lot of sense.
So what do you want to, if I'm a vegetarian, I'm not going to go to eat
Longhorn.
Right? Exactly. So there's some synergy in that. So that's one. So the project coming out wants to connect with investors, plus the investors that likes games.
And let me add real quick. You're bringing a brand new game from a brand new project, and to a community that's already built. You're presenting that game to the Klee Nation that's already built, so it actually helps the project a lot.
Yes, because again, they like games.
Exactly.
Now, the other aspect of this company that I invested in that did 1,000x.
Wow.
It was opportunity. Okay. Where are the biggest opportunities in crypto? Okay. Or in other aspects in life, like where are the biggest opportunity in real estate? You want to buy land in an area that you're thinking, or everything that's happening around that land tells you, hey, listen, in the future this is going to be valuable, right? Just imagine buying land in Manhattan 100 years ago, 150 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
Just a little piece of land, how much is worth now? So the opportunity of being there first is gold.
I agree.
Now, if we think about crypto, how many of us miss the opportunity to buy Ethereum on pre-sale?
Oh my goodness.
How many of us miss Chainlink? Call them, let's just talk a little bit about blue chips.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be in early. And how do you get in early? Is by participating in a pre-sale. Because you are the first line of investors going into the project. Now, if you get in a pre-sale and someone else get in a pre-sale, and 1,000 more gets in a pre-sale, and we all pay the same price, will you sell for less? No, unless you need the money, right?
Exactly.
And you're going to take the hit. That's fine. I mean, it might happen. But when these projects are coming out, everyone investing in is because they want to get in early. They want to get that opportunity. They want to get that golden ticket on a project that is going to boom, explode. And if the product is good enough and their game is good enough, and of course you do your research, when you start looking into a project that is going to get announced, Klee.Games announced that a month from now or 3 weeks or 2 weeks from now, we are going to have a pre-sale of a project.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have time to do your research. You're going to go to the website, you're going to check out the game, you're going to check out the white paper, and maybe they already have a demo where you can play, or at least some videos of what they're trying to do. And then if you get convinced, if you like it, if you see the possibilities in the tokenomics and the play to earn options, like how people is going to make money and whatever is going to be involved in the game, then you decide, I want to invest.
Yeah.
So this project, where I was an investor, did that. They launched new projects. So they were bringing to the table during the best time in crypto.
Wow. That
where
big.
you literally throw money everywhere with your eyes closed.
Yeah, that was an amazing bull run.
Investors were buying every single pre-sale that was coming out. And they were doing, 20x, 30x, 50x. It was insane. Of course, we're in a different market right now. However, as we all know, these are cycles. And even though the sentiment in crypto is everyone's down, everyone's kind of chilling, some people's hurting because they're losing money. They don't want to look at they don't want to do anything in crypto right now. Most people are like that. Only those that understand the game. We're still here talking about crypto, even though the market is down. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that go into hibernation.
Oh yeah.
They'll just forget about it.
Yeah,
And
it's being really quiet. I can tell you that it's being really
I've seen
quiet.
that before in the last cycle. Now, once everything starts coming back up, and then Bitcoin starts, going back 30, 50, 60, and then break all-time highs, and we get to 100,000. That emotion around people is going to be bullish again. And believe it or not, people spend more money in crypto when this is happening. When I bet you when Bitcoin is $100,000, there are going to be a lot of people jumping in. Why they don't do it now?
Why they don't exactly? And then
that's the psychology of investors and of new investors that don't know how this works.
And then you hear a lot of, "Oh, I wish I would have seen Bitcoin at 20,000."
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter what's happening right now. What's coming in the future. Right now we're building the foundation.
Solid foundation.
The foundation with Klee.Games, LaunchPad. So when those times come back, we are going to be there.
That makes me happy.
We're going to be there. So if you're a company that is going to launch a play to earn game, and I'm going to tell you something, Collazo. I don't know if you saw the tweet that Elon Musk did a couple of days ago.
You shared it. You shared it, right?
Just like DeFi made a big player. It was a big player in the last run. This and at the very end of the bull run, it was like the meme coins. This next bull run is gonna be pushed by play to earn.
Ooh, that would be awesome. That would be.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, why? Because it's a lot easier for people, younger generations. It's easier for them to connect with games than try to connect with DeFi or try to connect with, crypto banks
Yeah.
and a lot of technology out there, like, some blockchain companies that are coming out. So there will be market for them, yes. But if you knew into the space and you're, 20 to, let's say, 35 years old, the majority of these generations, it's people that knows games, understand games. I was one of the first generation exposed to games. We have Pac-Man, we have Mario Bros.
The Donkey Kong.
That was when Nintendo and then Super Nintendo came out and all this other games. So, but we didn't have computers at the time. Like, I'm pretty sure you were exposed to a different
Oh yeah,
type of games.
different era. Yeah.
So there was an evolution from that era to what you saw, and now play to earn is coming into place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I know where you're going.
Remember, only about 3.5% of the population around the world kind of understands or knows crypto. They probably don't understand it. They just know what Bitcoin is, that Bitcoin's out there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 96% of the population that somehow they need to find a door so they can get into crypto. So if you can tell these people out there, listen, you know games, $3 billion a year.
Wow.
In games. There's a lot of people coming out with new games. And now, not all those games make headlines. Mm-hmm. Because only those games that are picked by the big manufacturers get out there. But that's an opportunity for us. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Well, let me go back to the LaunchPad.
Yes.
And then we'll talk a little bit about those opportunities. Oh, look, I got my Klee hat again.
Now, Roger, before you go to the LaunchPad, back to the LaunchPad, it makes sense to say and remember that the gaming industry is 3.2. That's the number you told me.
It's a little bit less than $3 billion.
$3 billion for gaming.
If you Google how big the gaming industry is in 2021 last year,
okay,
and it will tell you right there.
So we're talking about $3 billion on gaming, on games that won't give you nothing back. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That you have to spend money.
You spend money. You, like I said in my videos, you spend $68, which is the minimum for a new game now. You play the game for 2 or 3 days. You finish the game, and that's it. You lost $60 just like that. 3 days. It takes a regular gamer right now to finish.
I got it right here. 173 billion. Actually, I don't know if this is from last year. So the gaming industry is worth $173 billion globally. Wow.
Still,
the United States alone.
Oh, that's why. There you go. We're talking about China now. A lot of gamers.
So and that's right there. You can go ahead and Google it. I'm not inventing anything.
Yeah, we know.
It's open information.
I agree. Play to earn is going to be huge. I agree with that, Roger.
Now, it's so big. A lot of people think, oh, you know what? Spending $100 to buy Klee tokens so I can play a game whenever we get our interface, because one of the goals that we have is to make Klee.Games a platform, just like Netflix is for movies. Klee.Games is for games.
Yeah.
So you log in on Netflix, you have 100 movies. You're gonna log into Klee.Games 2 years from now. You're gonna have 100 games.
Now let me ask you real quick, Roger, before you keep going. Do you to have access to the game, what's going to be the requirements to have access to the launchpad itself? Do you have
Okay,
to stake?
yeah. Let's finish that section of the
Okay.
launchpad, and I know we kind of mix it a little bit there. So
Yeah.
we're gonna, the launchpad is gonna launch new projects. New projects are gonna get filtered, and then we're gonna have a DAO. It's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
involvement with it.
Yeah.
Do you want this project or not? Let's vote. Boom.
Move on. Let's do
Now,
this.
how is this important for the Klee holders? Okay. And remember, we're getting ideas from other launchpads that did really well. I mean, I'm talking about 1,000x
1000x, guys.
example, right?
1000x.
Okay. Now, why this launchpad was so successful? Because in order for you to get access to those pre-sales, you needed to have their native token staking.
Okay. Now I see where you're going.
Okay, so you want to play with us, you want to be part of the game, you want to be part of the pre-sale, let's have skin in the game. So the requirement was, they started very slow, and I'm telling you guys, once everything gets working and this puzzle gets put together, forget about the prices you see right now. That's
Yeah.
just, I remember when that project, went from half a cent to 5 cents. That's a 10x right there. And then it went to 10 cents, then 20 cents.
Wow.
And then around 20 cents is when they launched their first pre-sale. Okay? It was so big of people trying to get into that pre-sale that they had to bring the allocations down, because they're trying to raise X amount of money. All
Yeah.
these projects, they're gonna have to bring to the table, say, okay, how much money you will need, and why do you need that much money? Remember, we're businessmen. We're here to, as a business. Why do you need my money? How are you gonna use it, right? So this project, the first one that they did as a launchpad, 1 cent pre-sale, it got to $1
100x.
within a year.
Nice.
Okay. Then the next one came out, and then when those projects came live on Dexter, I mean, it was insane, because a lot of people that couldn't get in, because the fact that you're being allowed into a pre-sale doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to put $100,000. It doesn't work.
No.
I had the chance. I'm going to be honest. I had the chance at one point in a couple of projects where I was able to invest up to $200,000. And then those projects, I mean, they did really well. So once people understood that the opportunity was getting in early, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wanted a piece of the action.
A piece of the pie.
So what was the requirement to participate into the pre-sale? You needed to hold the token, and it needed to be staking. And then they had like at the beginning, it was like X amount of tokens, because there was such a big demand that they raised it 4 times. And people were buying in. They were buying the token and they were staking it. Why? Because they wanted to have that golden opportunity.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And the more you stake, the more allocation you were getting, right? So we are going to be doing the same thing with our pre-sales.
Wow.
And that's the way all pre-sales work. Let me just be clear. If you want to be part of a pre-sale that is coming out from a company, you gotta have skin in the game. They're not gonna let you, oh, here, open the, everyone wants to buy in. No, it's actually fishy if someone's doing that because
Yeah.
they might be just trying to take advantage and steal money from people. But what will happen is, here's this project or projects. At one point, we might have more than one. We're probably going to schedule in a different timeline, so they don't kind of are launching at the same time, right? Because you want the investors to have the opportunity to maybe profit a little bit from one and then move it to the other.
Exactly.
So
not too quick.
We're going to require people to hold Klee to be allowed into this opportunities. And that's where the business is.
Yeah.
Bring your Klees, stake them. They're still yours. I mean, you're going to stake them, and
yeah,
I mean,
you can take them out whenever you want
right away, because
yeah.
you want to prevent people from I'm just going to stake them today and get them out tomorrow. And
yeah, I agree. It should be
so,
an amount of time.
And it's funny because at the beginning they were kind of doing something like that, and then people were just buying in, getting into the pre-sales, and they're selling. So they did a locking mechanism, like 7 days waiting time. You needed to wait 7 days to unstake your tokens, and then you'll get them back into your wallet. But besides staking the tokens for being allowed into the opportunities, you're also going to get rewards, because the idea is a percentage of whatever happens, of whatever the company earns, is going to go to the stakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want those people staking to have their Klees stake. And why do we want this? Okay, you might say, but why do you want my Klees to be locked? You create less sell pressure. So let's imagine, okay, bull run comes back. We got Bitcoin at 100,000. We got Ethereum at 8,000, and then Klee 50x from what it is right now. Now, remember, those buying Klee right now, once we get to all-time highs, they're gonna have a lot of money to invest.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a lot of money at their disposal to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna get into every pre-sale I can. And that happened with that other project. People were, 100x when it was 50 cents.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, any project coming out, I don't care. I'll take the gamble. I'll buy in and all of them. Mm-hmm. And the possibilities,
and that's right on point. That's all it takes, Roger. That's all it takes. One project to do something like that, and then everybody's going to be crazy about the Klee LaunchPad. It's just one project to do something like that. That's all it takes, and then everybody's going to be buying Klee and staking Klee because they want to get into the next project.
Yeah, same thing that happened with, like I said, with this other LaunchPad, and then. So once that project came out, and then other projects just start getting listed. So the idea of the whole LaunchPad is it was based on that, with the other ideas that Marcos and Paul had.
Okay.
But by experience, the reason why I'm here and I became financially free in life, not just because of crypto, because of those opportunities.
Wow.
I mean, you can go buy 1 Bitcoin right now. You're not going to become a millionaire.
No. You need no way.
You take 24, whatever the price is right now. I don't even know what the price is.
Probably
And
around 23, 24. Yeah.
then let's say you get an allocation for $1,000 into a pre-sale, and then $1,000 goes 100x, and then you repeat, and then you repeat,
And
and then
and
a couple pre-sales later, you're a millionaire.
yeah, and that's another one, Roger. That's another key point right there. The more you stay, the more allocation points you have.
Exactly.
The more skin in the game. So
So
people want to have the most.
once those Klees get locked into staking, they're gonna be making, passive income from whatever APY, and we're gonna be. I mean, we're here to do things right. Don't expect 100% APY or a
No,
50%.
no. Whoever tells you that, you know, is a scam
All the
already.
projects out there saying, "Oh, we're going to give you 50% APY." Where did
That's
that money come
bullcrap.
from? It comes from diluting their tokens, right?
It's not
And
sustainable.
we cannot even do that because we don't have extra tokens.
Yeah.
We didn't do a pre-sale. I mean, everyone that is in Klee right now, they bought the tokens, so no one has more advantage than others.
Nobody got any tokens, guys.
There's
Everybody
no
that's
free
here, the
tokens.
entire
That's the
team,
thing. No one has free tokens.
right, Roger? The entire team, they all bought their own tokens.
Yes, yes. And you guys know I bought over $1 million worth of tokens.
There you
And my
go.
$1 million right now is worth less than $200,000.
Everybody's down. We got to remember
Exactly.
that this is
So
the
even
market.
people buying in now is buying cheaper than all of us.
It's cheaper than me, I tell you that. I bought a little bit the other day, and whoever's buying today is buying it cheaper than me again.
Exactly, exactly. So but
That's how it goes.
that's if you look at it as short term. But
Yeah. We're
in
long-term investors.
but that if you're a smart investor and then you look at us and say, these guys, they bought the tokens, they get the tokens for free. They're at a loss, and they keep working. They register a company.
Exactly.
They're investing time. They're investing money. It's for a reason, right?
I agree. I agree. Nobody except that. You're right on point, man. You're
We're
right on
not.
point. And if we talk about Marcus used a lot of his own money, to be moving stuff too. That people don't know that. People think that all the money Klee before the V2 wasn't giving us nothing. So everybody came out of the pockets, out of the pockets, out of the pockets. Now we have a contract that actually helps the project to be sustainable. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Self-sustainable.
We're making money to pay developers, and when the time's right, we're going to be paying marketing. There's no need to pay. A lot of people say when marketing.
Marketing is not the time.
It's not the time, exactly. Timing is important. So we're building that structure. So when the right time comes, hey, the doors are going to be, the open sign is going to be on.
Yeah.
Right? Who wants in? So the whole idea is, with this launchpad, we're going to create opportunity to our investors. And also, by having those Klee stake, we're going to create less sell pressure.
Yeah.
Because those tokens are going to be locked in a smart contract and they cannot be sold. So the less tokens in the open market, the more chances of having a move to the upside.
The buying pressure, yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to this concept, this business model. Because it did 1,000x because the tokens were locked. People wanted into these opportunities and they weren't selling because they wanted in. And those that got in one time and they did good, then they raised their allocations. How they do it? Buying more of the token.
Yeah.
So, might start slow and buy a little bit of Klee to get in at a 1% allocation or a 1x, I'm sorry, or a 2x allocation or whatever the numbers are. But if you know that if you double your bag, you're going to get an extra double allocation in those projects. When they come out, they're doing a 10, 20, 50x. What the heck,
Yeah.
Why not do it, right? If you're making money, you're going to get some of those profits, go back, buy some Klee and stake more Klee because you want more allocation.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Besides that, you're getting passive income, and the price goes up, then you make more money. Even
No,
people now they say, "Oh, make $10 a day now playing Klee," but you're earning Klees at this price.
yeah,
That amount of Klee a year, 2 years from now might be $1,000.
nice.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen, you haven't think about it like that.
I got to tell you guys that, and I ran. I was sitting down the whole time, riding the Klee boss since I started. Klee at the all-time highs. I couldn't believe it. I tell you the truth, I couldn't believe it. How my Klee went from in a matter of 2 days, it went from like 8 grand to like 60 grand. Just like that, crypto is fast. Things happen real fast.
Yeah.
You can't miss the opportunity. And the reason I tell you this is because it happened to me. It happened to me. I was here the whole time, and Klee at the all-time highs in the B1 contract. With 1 trillion, just 1 trillion cost like 1,800. 1 trillion was like $1,800. So Klee moved, and it's gonna move again. And I tell you this, Roger, if we hit, and I'm gonna say it right here in my channel today, I don't even know, August 2nd, if Klee hits that all-time highs again, it's gonna destroy it. Klee is gonna destroy it, and it's gonna keep going. Telling you right now.
There's a couple of things that you have to think about what you just said, and you have to add to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, B1 had no foundation.
Nothing at all.
B1 was a hype. It was a meme hype, and look what it did.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine now that we have a structure. We're a business. We have a team. We have leadership. And we're adding to the team. We're a legal company in El Salvador. We have contacts. We're making alliances.
A lot that you guys don't even know.
There are projects out there with billions of dollars of market cap that doesn't have that. There's one out there that we all know. It was just an idea on a napkin, and look what it did.
Yeah.
And look where it still is. And it's there because of the community. That's the only reason. It's just because of the community.
The community is a big factor.
Their main leader just jumped out of the boat. The captain left the boat. He took all the millions and billions and said, "What the fuck? I'm done. I made all this money. I'm out. They don't even know who I am. Why do I want to stay here?" Right? And the guy left. "Oh, I'm giving it to the community." No, that's bullshit. You left because you already made a lot of money and no one knows who you are, so you're just leaving the project.
Exactly.
But that's okay. That's okay. You're happy to invest, whatever you believe. So if we can start attracting a little bit of those investors into something as solid as Klee, and when the time is right, price going to go up.
Yeah, I agree.
All the projects are, they're just going flat.
Yeah.
A little bit of movement here and there.
There's not a lot of movement.
Exactly. So we need to wait to everything get bullish.
Keep building. That's the best part. This is why I'm here. I've been here, and I'm still gonna be here. It's because I trust the team. If you trust the team, that the team can take the project to those levels right here, you're right. Your money's all right. The price action, it doesn't bother me. I'm a long-term investor. I don't even look at the charts. And if I look right now and there's a red candle, it won't even bother me because I know what the team is doing. You know what I mean? If you have any question, just go to the chat and they'll actually answer you themselves, your doubts. Oh, what happened here? There's Marcus. Actually, Marcus answering the questions. You don't get that from a lot of projects. So if you can trust your team and you know what they're doing, like right now, Klee is building a solid foundation for when the next bull run comes, we'll be set. That's all I guess. We'll be set in the right place to run with whatever bull run when it comes. I don't know when it comes, Roger. I don't have a crystal ball, but I know it's coming. These are cycles, and it's going to come.
Yeah, I think sometime next year we might see something happen.
I believe, and this is me, I watch a lot of news. I don't believe a lot of stuff that I see, but I believe when we get closer to elections,
Yeah,
you know what's going to happen,
yeah,
right?
I know.
Everything is going to be
Yeah,
perfect and it's going to be beautiful again.
and then another thing that we have to, let's just move on to the next
Yeah.
thing. But okay, so let's just close the launchpad idea. Okay, so
Okay.
you guys all understand what a launchpad is, how it works. Your projects coming out into the
Yeah.
launchpad are going to give the opportunity to investors to buy in early. Those who hold Klee, they're going to be allowed to buy in into those pre-sales. Now, there's going to be a little bit of regulation into that. So when the time comes, you're going to apply. It's not like anyone out there will be able to participate. You need to apply. You might have to do a KYC because those are
KYC.
requirements. Those are requirements that everyone out there, if you want to follow the rules, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the rewards with the APY that you're going to get, the allocations that you're going to get, the opportunity of getting in early. So those are all the benefits that a launchpad is going to give you as an investor. Now, as a company, well, we're staking Klee. With your Klee staking, we're releasing sell pressure from the market. And also, as a company, those projects that are launching with us, it's not going to be free.
Yeah.
It's not going to be free. It might be very affordable at the beginning because we're getting started and we're going to want to put our name out there.
So I agree.
It's like your business, you start a business, you want to be a little cheaper than your competition, right? So those commission charges are going to be a lot less. Now, as we grow and more projects start getting noticed, then those fees are going to start going up. Why? Because investors are going to be there.
Yeah.
So imagine Klee with 1 million holders, and with a lot of the holders that are buying now are at 100x. There's going to be a lot of money in the community that any project that wants to launch, if they want to raise $1 million, $2 million, it's going to happen instantly.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the money is going to be there, right? So if we have that as to offer, it's not going to be cheap, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So
It's a business. We got to
and
remember
the
that.
way that thing works is usually a percentage of the allocation that is raised, it goes to the company. It can be anywhere between 3 to 5%,
Mm-hmm.
because it's money coming from the investors that is going into that project being launched, and it the company takes it from them. And what does the company do with that money? Then stakers get rewarded,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's how
Exactly.
it works.
Wow. Do we have a date for it, Roger?
The developers are working on it on the platform, and when it's ready, remember, we need new projects to be launched
Mm-hmm.
into the launchpad. Let me ask you this, Koyas. If you have a heck of a project right now, would you launch right now?
No, heck no. Heck
Exactly.
no. There's
So
no
what
way.
we are building, so it's gonna be there when the bull run comes back and that sentiment and all that new money coming in, then that's when you're gonna start seeing a lot of new projects being launched.
I agree. I agree. A lot of them, yeah, it's been quiet, and we understand why. You know what I mean? It's been quiet. The market is not doing much. It's just hanging out between Bitcoin is hanging out between 22, 21, 23. It's just moving sideways. There's
And
a lot of
also,
uncertainty.
Koyaso, there's something very important that we mentioned in the past.
Yeah.
Our ecosystem is connecting the outside gaming world to crypto.
Yeah.
Because we're going to start doing a lot of marketing.
Yes, we will.
That's one of the mistakes that a lot, well, everyone's targeting the crypto investor. Everyone's targeting and that's right. That's where, the crypto money is. But there's a huge opportunity outside crypto, especially in the gaming community. And if we start targeting those, those potential customers, and if they learn crypto, they're going to probably learn it through us, right?
Yeah.
So that's huge. That's a big outlet. Also, you have developers. Remember when I mentioned to you earlier that only a small percentage of games get out there on the main companies?
On the main, main.
There are a lot of projects that are, they're good, but for some reason they don't make it to the red carpet. And then all these developers are holding their games, their project, their product, sitting there doing nothing. And they might not have the knowledge or how to promote the project, or they don't know anything about marketing, or they don't
so
know
they stuck.
Where do I find investors? Right? Where do I find investors?
Yeah, they're stuck.
So they're gonna come on to us. We're gonna review their project, their product, and then if we see potential, then we go to the filters, and then we go to the DAO and say, you guys want this in? Yes, okay, boom. We start giving them advice. We connect them with developers that are in crypto, the tokenomics, and then we might have a department for, let's just build your website. Let's just build your white paper, and we're going to charge for that. So everything's going to come out of their whatever they raise. So, but that's going to create an opportunity for a lot of gaming developers.
Yeah.
That they have their games, they have their product, they have the knowledge, but they don't know where to start. So they can come to us, and we're gonna launch it, right? Like a Kickstart, Bring us your idea, bring us your product. Play, it has to be related with games. How do we connect it to Play to Earn? Well, here's our developers. Here's this game. We want to connect it to Play to Earn. What the best way to do it? How do we connect the wallets? And we put everything together. We put a project together, we launch it. We might be able to even charge a little more instead of the 3 or 5%, because we're going to be doing a lot of the things that they're not capable of doing, right?
Yeah, because we got to understand, you can build a game, but not everybody has a play to earn mechanism right now, a working one. You know what I mean? We have a working play to earn mechanism. I said it before in the past. That's our gold. That's our gold right here, is that play to earn mechanism that we have, that we know that it's working. You know what I mean? It's working.
Yes. And then you have all the experience from all of us, all the connections, and we're going to be big.
I agree.
Who knows? We might get as big as Nintendo or PlayStation.
Who knows? This is what we got to understand.
We have to dream big, right?
As crazy as it sounds, we're one of the first. You know what I mean? We started with this. We're one of the first. The play to earn business is just starting. He's just starting.
We have the metaverse. That game that you showed me that has 3D.
Yeah. I love it.
And the other one I sent you. Remember the one I sent you the link that they're licensing? There's a lot of things out there, guys, that you don't know. You don't even have a clue what we're cooking. It's gonna happen. It's just
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And once we see that LaunchPad, that's why I wanted to talk with today about the LaunchPad. Is once you see that coming, then you start seeing what Klee is going to. You know what I mean?
Look what the man is saying. Esports.
Yeah.
Gaming. I mean, huge.
EA Sports and Activision are just one of the main ones. You know what I mean? A lot of games, a lot of players using EA Sports and Activision. Pretty amazing stuff.
And once our economy grows and we start raising more money, we can start hiring. Who knows? Maybe a sponsorship, or start.
We will be able to.
We can start sponsoring some teams.
Yeah.
I might not be, those World Cup
Yeah,
soccer players, but
we got to start somewhere, right?
yes. But right now we might be laughing at all of this and getting dream about a lot of stuff and think about how big we can be, and then sitting here talking to each other when we only
Yeah,
you and I was viewing the video at the beginning.
yeah,
And that's how everything gets started, guys.
exactly,
That's how it gets
exactly.
started. You might get a review from Coyazo right now for any game out there for free, but in the near future, it's not going to be cheap. I'm telling you that right now.
Exactly.
It might
That's
cost
what
you
I'm
thirty
talking
thousand
about.
dollars just for Coyazo to talk about a game here on his channel. So
Take advantage of me now, okay? Take
yes,
advantage of me.
but we're growing. We're growing together. I mean, you're growing. I'm growing. The community, the ecosystem, the ideas. We're family. We're all talking about. We're family. I know there's people out there that would like things to happen faster, but that's not the reality. That's not how things work. It takes time to build a company with results. Doesn't happen overnight. One thing is price. When you see this project going open, crazy amount of excess and then coming back right up, back down. But price action is one thing. The working in the project and the development is another thing. So those that believe in what we're doing and stick with us in the long run, we're all gonna make it.
Yeah, we all gonna make it. I agree.
Sometimes you see people selling, three tweets or whatever. You don't know what they're going through. They might need the money, and
Exactly. Yeah, we
everyone's
can't
going
judge.
through
We
tough
can't
times
judge.
right now. And I don't blame anyone if you have kids that you need to feed, and then get damn. The only way you can do it is selling a little bit of what you have in crypto. Then do it. That's fine.
We
And
got we
that
gotta
might give
understand
another
that.
opportunity for a new investor.
Yeah, we gotta understand that not everybody's in the same financial position. You know what I mean? Like you we always tell people, right? We learn from crypto, from whatever investments we did before. You never invest money that you can afford to lose. But the majority of the new people would actually invest it. So we gotta understand that side. So they have 1,000, they invest 1,000, and that's a big mistake. That is a big mistake. If you gotta start low, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Spill your back, $20 now, $20 tomorrow, $20 next week. It doesn't matter. You get there. But you gotta be careful. Never invest money that you can't afford to lose. That's like the key rule in
Yeah,
investments.
but I'm gonna be honest with you, Koya. So
Yeah.
90% of people don't follow that rule.
No, that's what I said. 90% of people have $1,000, and $1,000 they're gonna put
Yeah,
it right in.
and I was like that at one point. To be honest, when I first got in
Yeah.
crypto, it's I was. A lot of people don't know this, but I was in red. I was negative $150,000 for 3 years.
Wow.
3 years, Collazo.
That
I
is
remember going to bed and literally cry for the amount of money I had invested in the opportunity that I had with that money, maybe investing it in my business that I had at the time. And I mean, I have kids, and my kids are very young. So it was very frustrating for me uh, when maybe they wanted something and I didn't have the money because I invested it in crypto. But I believe in what I was doing. I believed in myself. And I know that was a test. That was a
a
test
big test.
that I was
Yeah.
going through, and there was two times that I took out. I walk away from crypto twice within those 3 years, and at a loss. I remember one time I just took $15,000 out, and I'm done.
Wow.
I want anything to do with crypto. I'm done. I lost all that money. I quit. And then, you know, after a couple of days thinking and thinking and learning and studying and knowing what Bitcoin was going to do and what Bitcoin means to the world, what crypto means to the world. And I said, I realized that the only way to make it quick, and it was crypto. I mean, I had that $15,000 that I took out, and what am I going to do with this? I mean, pay some bills,
Yeah.
maybe do a little bit with the business, but that's not going to fix anything, right? So, boom, I came back in. Then I made a couple of wrong moves, and that's what I give you an advice. If you believe in a project, don't move. If you believe in a project, don't sell your bag, no matter what. A lot of times, you will say, "Oh, I'm going to sell now, and if it goes down, I'm going to buy some more." That probably worked out a couple of months ago, but right now, I don't see. I mean, it's very hard. You're going to be taking a big risk, and I made those mistakes. I can mention you a couple of them. Quant Network, for example, QNT. Go look it up.
QNT.
Yes, Quant Network. Look at what the all-time high is. It's a very limited supply. It's less than 20 million tokens.
Okay.
What was the all-time high on that price?
The all-time high was, let me put it right here. Wow. Around $400.
Okay, $400, right?
Yeah.
Now remember, I am down 150,000. I came back in with my 15,000 that I took out, and I buy Quant Network because I studied the project, I like it, and I believe in the project. I talked to my friends about this, and I learned a lot about the project. And I bought it for $1.
Whoa.
And it went back to $5, and I sold. I still believe in the project. It came back down, and then I bought again at $2. And I was doing a little bit of, trying to get my back a little bigger by doing a little bit of swing trade. Then I got to a point where I had 20,000 coins. Okay, now do the math. 20,000.
Oh my God!
It came down to $1.98, and I sold.
Ay, ay, ay.
And I sold, and it came back up to $3. And then, as a new investor that I was learning, it was very hard for me to buy at $3 because I sold at $1.98, right? So I was waiting for that price to come back down. It never happened.
Wow.
So I never bought back, and look what it did.
Oh my God.
And I remember when it went from the $2, and then it went to $10. And I felt frustrated.
Yeah.
Because I was red, and I sold.
Wow.
So again, if you believe in a project, don't sell it. Just
Don't
hold
sell it, guys. Don't
Just
sell
hold
it.
So that time, that was my second time I got out of crypto.
I can imagine your frustration.
Listen, on top of everything I was going through, I was behind my mortgage, and I had a little business, and I had 2 vehicles in my business. We were behind payment 2 months. I was struggling, and I had all these opportunities, and I blew it.
Wow.
Chainlink, I bought it for 50 cents. I had 30,000 chain links that I bought at one point at 50 cents.
Wow.
There are a lot of projects out there that I bought. Even Dogecoin. I had Dogecoin. It was one of those shitty exchanges that I first bought.
Oh my
And
God.
because it didn't do anything for so long, I sold it.
I bought Doge below a cent. and I sold it too for a loss.
Yeah,
So I feel your pain.
what I'm coming with this, and and I'm not saying Klee is the best project out there. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to lie to you. I mean, I'm not trying to compare Klee to Ethereum, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But opportunity is when you are here early. And with Klee, you are here early. With people with experience, myself in crypto, I have a lot of experience investing in crypto. And the reason why I'm here in Klee is because I know the potential. And I'm the guy that made $1.5 million in Cuba, that made over $8 million in that project that I was talking to you. I had 3 projects that I made over $1 million, and one of them over $8 million. I had 800 Bitcoins at one point in my life.
Wow.
That's just to give you an idea how good I did investing.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I think I'm so excited about the LaunchPad? Why do you think I'm so excited about what's on?
Oh my God. So
That's
that,
how I made it. That's how I made it.
wow, the LaunchPad put you in that position. Wow.
So,
There you go, guys. There you go.
and that's the reason
Wow.
why LaunchPad is gonna bring so much opportunities for Klee.
Wow. So Roger, let me say this before we leave. It's safe to say, let me see if I'm right. You want to be able to stake your Klee. You're gonna get allocation points. While your Klee is staked, you're gonna earn an APY too. Am I right?
Yes.
That staking will give you access for pre-sales for the games coming to the launchpad. Am I
Yes.
right? So if you heard all that story and all that stuff that Roger said, if you didn't, if you came late, don't worry, the video is going to be on YouTube. Check it out, because Roger is telling you how most of his success came from a launchpad. He actually tells you all that. Am I right, Roger?
Correct.
And Klee,
The biggest distribution of wealth happening right now in the world is crypto.
yeah,
And the biggest opportunity in crypto is being early.
there you go. And that's what the launchpad gives you. So let's think about that. If you didn't see the story, if you didn't see what Roger told us about that other project, that other launchpad that went from, if I'm not mistaken, went from
Did a
half a
thousand
cent,
X. That one did
half,
a thousand X. There was another one did
wow,
100X.
a
A
thousand
couple
X,
others that did
guys.
100X, 50X. I mean,
Just think about it. Don't even, just think about it. Watch the video, get excited, because the Klee Launchpad is coming, and you can be one of the people that have access to all these projects that are coming, because they will, like Roger said, once the bull market comes back, we're gonna have a lot of projects coming back into this crypto space, and we are gonna have a launchpad ready for them. So you
with
tell me.
an industry
Yeah.
that is bigger than any other industry out there. It's bigger than
Gaming industry, guys. Gaming
gaming
industry.
industry. You know, and you probably know this. You know Zelda, right?
Say that again.
Zelda, the game.
Yeah, the game. Yeah.
Okay. One of my kids just got hooked with that thing.
Oh my God.
You don't realize how much money that motherfucker game is costing me. Because there's something that they sell that I don't even knew what it was, and all of a sudden I start seeing a lot of these purchases on Amazon.
Oh my Lord.
Because you know they get on my computer sometimes. I mean, I have my work computer, which no one touched, but I do have another computer, you know, that I kind of make sure my kids are doing things right. And then I had my my credit card there, and they just kept buying that thing.
Oh my Lord.
And I'm gonna tell you what it is right now because I took a picture here the
It's
other day.
probably like virtual money that you can
No,
buy
I'm gonna
stuff
tell you
inside
what
the
it
game.
is. And those things, they're so fucking expensive, and I mean, I don't even know what they do, but I mean, they give you other things, other powers. This is how it's called, Amiibo.
Oh my Lord.
Amiibo, $60, $57, $47,
Oh
$62,
my God.
$69,
My
$41. I
my
think
mom would have killed me.
go to Amazon and do a search about that thing, Amiibos, and see how much are they. Some of those motherfuckers are over $100.
Oh my God.
So once this
Is
plays
it is it
learn
a is it
into,
amiibos?
into the platform, I wish, and we can have something similar to Zelda, so they can start playing that.
Oh, it's just the little toys of Zelda.
But I think you do something with
Oh
them, like you
my God.
connect it to the game or they
Yeah,
scan the code. I don't know.
they bring you a code that you can put in the game and you get
There
some
you go.
cool stuff. Yes, sir.
Look at the
Oh my
prices.
God.
I mean, I think there's some that are over $200.
Yeah, it depends on the game and the power that you getting for it. Oh my Lord.
Exactly. So
Roger, my
now you're
mom would
telling
have
me
killed me.
that we're gonna have games that are gonna pay you to play, and you're gonna have NFTs that if you don't want them anymore, you can resell them and
Exactly.
make money with the games.
And you always got to think positive. You put $400 on Klee to get your maximum rewards, and that you're playing and earning plus that investment can go up. You know what I mean? We got to think that way. I think Klee. I mean, I don't see Klee going down anymore. It's amazing to see how Klee actually hold up with this old
Yeah,
shitty market.
it's all based on what Ethereum is gonna do, right?
Yeah. We're Ethereum network. We're ERC20, so it got a lot to do with Ethereum. But we did hold up pretty good. We did hold up pretty good.
Yeah,
A lot of projects literally disappeared, or they are gonna disappear because they can hold themselves.
yeah,
And Glee's still here and working hard for you
exactly.
guys.
And I'm not saying all the games that are gonna come out or all the pre-sales that are gonna come out on Klee are gonna do 100x, but the lot of possibilities, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you invest in all of them. If out of 10, two does 100x, you're
that's how you start, Roger. I mean, if the other projects did a 2, 3, 4x, that's good.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
good.
That's damn good. Trust me.
Exactly, and you building your wealth for when those opportunity comes, and you catch that 100 or that 150 or 100x, then you're golden.
And then you do it again, do it
And then you
again,
do
do
it
it
again.
again. So in a year, 2, 3 years from now, we might have one of the largest investors community that are going to be allowed to be in pre-sales.
Wow, that is amazing. So, guys,
So
there you have
you
it.
guys here that are new or that are being with us, holding strong with Klee, you guys are part of an elite community.
Yes.
You guys are going to be fucking millionaires.
Klee Nation, let's go.
I watched The Wolf of Wall Street
Oh, I love that
like
movie.
every 2, 3 months. I watch that fucking movie,
I love it. I love it.
and I'm telling you guys, opportunity, opportunity. You missed it, you ruined it.
Yeah,
So
that's
hang
it.
tight. If you need to sell for some reason, we understand. Just like I made mistakes in the past, selling and not holding, I'm not making that mistake anymore. So
There you
good luck
go.
to everyone. Collazo.
There you go, man.
Thank you very
Happy.
much, my friend. We're very happy to have you here again,
Yes,
spending
I
a little bit
am.
more time with us. And
I am
great things
happy to be
ahead.
back. So there you got it. There you have it, guys. This is amazing. The LaunchPad is going to be one of a kind. It's going to be a play to earn LaunchPad. I don't think there is any around. So stick for this one. Be one of the first. Hold tight. Don't be scared. The market will be back up. It's just a cycle. We all know that. It's just the big money playing with our brains. Don't worry about it. Hang tight. If you have the chance to DCA, do it. Buy a little bit here, a little bit here. Bring that average down. Take advantage because when we boom and we go up, you're gonna see the profits go out on your wallet,
Exactly.
and you're gonna be really happy. I'm telling you. All
Very
right,
good, my
Mr.
friend.
Roger.
Thank you again, and I guess you're gonna have Greg next time talking about the scholarship program,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna bring Craig.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna try to. Craig is a little bit difficult. Craig has a real. It's hard to get him early enough. I can get him anytime after 10 p.m. probably, but early enough, I don't know. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, Roger.
Okay, Collazo, you have a good night.
You too.